Hey guys, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. How's everybody? Happy Tuesday. Feels like a Monday. It'll be Monday for work, right? Happy Tuesday. I am glad to be back at my regular time. It kind of throws me off. Yesterday, having a different time frame, I was like, is it Sunday? It felt like Sunday. How is everybody? How's your day going? I hope you're doing good so far. Ooh, I have sticky on me. My oatmeal this morning. I always get my oatmeal ready so that it's waiting for me. I don't like my food hot. Anybody else just like their food cold? It's weird. My husband's like, he loves his food to be piping hot, and I'm like, oh, that burns my mouth. I get up, I fix a cup of coffee, and while I'm drinking my first cup of coffee, I get my oatmeal ready. I put my oatmeal, I do everything in the microwave. I boil my water, pour in the oatmeal, pour in some honey, some sunflower seeds for protein, and cook it for a minute. And then after this, I'll cook it for 4 minutes to get it really done. I like it to be like really solid. Yeah. And then it takes me a few hours, sometimes till noon, to eat it. I'm not a fast eater. I don't like to gobble up my food. I'm like, I'll take a bite here, a bite there. It takes me a long time. Anyways, how is everybody? Happy Tuesday. We're going to do some St. Patty's Day things. We have the truck insert. It's a really basic one. It's not a lot of detail. And then a cute little St. Patrick's Day garland that says lucky. Okay. We're going to kind of match them with the other things we've already done. So we have our little Nomi that we did, and then we have our tiny Nomi that we did. We have our word lucky that we did. That seems to be the trend. Lucky seems to be the trend. And then our little box that has these things on it. So we have some St. Patrick's Day decor already, but it's time to do our truck insert and to do a little garland. So I can make just a little area at my craft show. My first craft show will actually be before St. Patrick's Day, so you never know. Somebody might just grab up everything. But yeah, so we're gonna make it to go with all of this stuff that we've already made. We're gonna basically use the same colors so it'll match. If you're out there watching, just say hello so I know you're there. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. And you can always watch the replay. If you get on here and go, oh, I got to take the dog out to go potty. I have a doctor's appointment. You know, guys, replays are always there. I love for you to be here and to interact and talk and all of that, because we are like more than just a crafting group. We're like a family. We pray together, we cry together, we do all of that. We shout hooray together on people that have hit goals and important things in their life. So anyways, we're here to encourage each other and to learn and to have fun. And I hope I can make a nice, good positive impact on your life and others also. So that's my goal, is to be able to share my love of crafting with others and make them happy. Where you can make this and go, I made that. I made that. I made that. What do you think? My shirt looks pretty cute on, doesn't it? And this is me. This is like totally me. I can wear this anywhere and they go, that is totally Darlene. That's me. Mama needs coffee. So anyways, guys, let me see who's here and let me share this to VIP group. Let me see, guys. One of those days. Let me turn down my volume. Make sure I have that down, because you know how I am with that. If you're not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle the video so we can get it out to more people. I am going to share it over to my VIP, and then we will get started. Now, just so you know, if you're watching from the VIP group and I say ask you to sprinkle, you can't, because that's a private group. Okay, so that is a private group that is there for the reason of doing sales and stuff like that. I share the video to the VIP group so that it's easier to find. There's not as much stuff like on my regular page, on this page here. I'll post funny things, or I'll post things about Chloe, or I'll post things about my daily life. In the VIP group, it's straight business type stuff that is, here's a sale, here's a video, here's another sale. Here's another promotion that's coming up. The VIP group is for things like that, for offering things at a discount to you guys that I can't do out here because Chocator doesn't allow you to do a sale, an open sale, because it needs to be even across the board. So if Sally was on here and saw Darlene offering a Chocator kit for 50% off, then she might go to her designer, who is Nellie down the road, and say, hey, Nellie, I want that Chocator kit. And I want it at 50% off. And Nellie's going to go, I don't have anything at 50% off. It has to be even across the board. So as far as on a public page, that's the difference. Just so you understand that, maybe that kind of gives you a little bit of insight into that. VIP is for things that happen behind the scenes that aren't out there for the public to see. You have to be a member of the VIP to see it. And it's free to do that. But I just wanted to kind of explain that because some people are like, does it cost money to do that? No. And it basically is like an inside group, so you can see anything that Darlene puts on sale. Alrighty, let's get started. So we have our St. Patrick's Day insert. It says "We Bet Irish," and then lucky. What does it say? Lucky day. A lucky charm. It's a good thing I put my glasses on. Lucky charm on the license plate. And then there's 3 shamrocks here with a heart. Okay, so it's very basic painting. It's super, super easy. I'm looking at my little sample, and honestly, there's the 2 green colors. There's gold, there's white, and there's red for all of this. So it's going to be really easy to do. We're actually going to paint our own beads, guys. I haven't done that in a long time. We're going to put some into a little baggie and paint we're going to do 3 beads in between each. I didn't have ribbon, so I'm like, okay, I'll do beads. I don't have ribbon, but I don't have colored beads for you either. So I'm going to show you how to paint your own beads in a little plastic baggie with paint, and I have paper plates. So maybe we should do those first. I don't know, so they can all be ready. Maybe we should. Should we do that first? Let's do that first. Let me see who's here, though. Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Hi, Betty. Hi, Tony. Good morning, Bridget. Hi, Cheryl. Waiting for the cube to come back into stock. Yes, if you're a designer, then you should wait. It will come back. If you need it right away, I have extras. So you can just send me a message. But the problem is that it's kind of bulky to ship that. So it's not heavy, but it's bulky. So it's always going to cost about at least $6 to ship that little block. So if you need one right away, just let me know. I have extras here. Otherwise, just keep waiting, because it is best for you. If you're a designer, it's better for you to buy it from the website, honestly. Or if you are a customer, then bundle it with another kit. If you're buying a kit, say, hey, Darlene, I also need this, this, and this. And I'm always happy to accommodate you if I have it, right? And I do owe a few people invoices. Yesterday was kind of a blur with doing stuff. A lot of activity trying to deal with people. Sorry. There's no better word than that. With all the just trying to work through all the stuff of putting out the new flyers for Chloe and the scammers that come out of the woodworks. So yeah, I have to weed through them. Yeah, there's always a ton, and there's always really helpful people. I mean, I got no less than a dozen lost dog flyers sent to me, of found dogs, I should say, found dogs that possibly could look like Chloe. No less than a dozen to go through and go, no, this is not them. Oh, I need to contact the finder. Let me contact that person. So all day, all day, it's like having a whole second job, it seems like. Really, honestly is. So hi, Chris. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Sarah. How are you? Hi, Lori. Good morning. Hi, Mary Lee. Hi, Barb. Hello, Lisa. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Vicky. Good morning. Hey, Carol. How are you? Hi, Maria. Hi, Pam. Good morning. Hi, Lucia. I owe Pam an invoice. I will get that to you. Sorry about that. Life gets a little cray-cray sometimes. Hi, April. Hi, Janine. Hi, Doris, my sister. Hope you have a good day today. All right, guys, let's get started with this. Let's do the beads first, because you know what? I think that would be probably the easiest thing to get those out of the way. Okay, so here's our cute little truck insert, and we'll just move this. So our truck insert says "We Bet Irish" and has this. Oh gosh, guys, This is funny because there are teeth mark on here. One of the little dogs had it. Just took off with it. Anything falls onto the floor and the puppies grab it. You know, they just run. Okay, I'm going to just move all this stuff up here out of the way so that we can paint our beads. We're just going to do that first so they can be drying. Good idea? All right, so here's what we have to do. We have to divide them. So there's going to be 3 beads in between, and there should be 18 beads here. So what I always do is I look at how many sections. There's 6 sections. You put 2 on the outside and then 1 in between each letter. So 6 beads are going to be gold, and then 12 beads are going to be green. So I just divide them first, 6 and 6. Perfect. Okay, so 12. And then I have my jute. That one's going to be hard to get through. Hopefully maybe I can make the hole bigger. Some of these holes are not the biggest. But I do have my tiny jute. So my tiny jute is the key to that. All right, so I know. Thank you. Thank you for being so understanding. You guys are so good. All right, so what I have is I have baggies, and we're going to put some paint in here, and we're just going to kind of massage it. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to squirt some paint into the baggie, and I'm going to put just a tiny bit of water in there, and we're going to roll the beads around. Okay, I don't know if that's enough, but there's a lump in there, so I'm going to stop at that point. I'm going to spray just a tiny bit of water in there. Okay, and at this point, I can kind of mix that around. Okay, and then I'm going to stick my beads in there. That might not be enough, but then I'm going to pour my beads in, and I'm going to just kind of massage them around and get paint all over them. Okay, if you want to, go ahead and close it, but you're just going to kind of massage them. This is going to paint them the easy way. Okay, so they're going to get paint all over them, rather than sitting there with a skewer. Sometimes you'll put them onto a skewer to paint them. Okay, I'm going to actually get paper towel, and we're going to pour these out onto a paper plate on the paper towel and kind of sop up the paint. Okay, so I have kind of massaged it and got the paint all over it. All right, so paint could get in the tiny hole, so I might have to get it out of that. Okay, so now you're just going to pour it out. I didn't use that much paint. You saw I just used like a little squirt of paint, and then these are just going to go onto the paper towel. Okay, so that's an easy way to paint. That goes in the trash. I'm not going to save that. And then I'm just going to kind of roll them around and kind of dab at them with another paper towel. Okay, and then we'll set them to the side and let them dry. Okay, was that easy? That was super easy. Could you guys all see that? Okay, I can go in a little bit closer, and I probably should put myself up in the corner. Okay, so there's our pretty green beads that are going to match everything else. Okay, let me just set that to the side. So I'll set the one paper plate to the side, and then I'm going to do the gold. Okay, so wasn't that just the easiest thing? Have you done that before? Who has painted their beads that way? Anyone? It's really easy. This is kind of runny. I don't know that I will even need to add any water to this, because the gold is a little bit more runny than the other. Oh, maybe not. It has a lump too. So my paints are getting old. Like I said before, some of these paints are from when we used to paint ornaments, and so they're getting older. A couple of lumps in there. Okay, what I'm going to do is that's a lot of paint for those couple of beads. And there's a big lump right there that I'm going to grab with my paper towel. Okay, hopefully I got it out. Okay, now I'm just going to stick my beads in there and roll them around just like I did before. Super easy to do. And I'm not going to add water to the gold just because. Yeah, it's easy to do that. Okay, you can put them in a cup. Yeah, you can definitely do a cup. This kind of contains them. I probably would have them jump out of my cup. So I'm just kind of rolling them around, and this way I can kind of see if they're getting enough paint on them. And then I'll put paper towels on here. And then I'll have one other paper towel to kind of wipe at them. Okay, make sure that there's paint all over them. You love the teeth mark. Isn't it funny? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we're ready to take them out. And then we'll have our beads that match. Okay, so they'll match everything that we're doing. because sometimes you might buy beads and they're kind of not the right color. Christmas red and Christmas green are always about the same. But look at that. So now this will match what we're going to paint. So I'll just kind of roll them around and get some of that paint off, and I'll set it to the side, and these can be drying while we're doing our painting. Okay? Easy peasy, right guys? So if you get this little kit, you're going to get the beads, and you can do this. You can. And you can either use a cup like was suggested, or use a baggie. The baggie's great. Okay, there we go. There's our beads. Easy peasy, right? Okay, let me bring up the board, and we'll see. Oops, and my white jumped. Of course it did. Of course it jumped. That white, it knows how to do tricks. Let's bring our board up and let's start painting. Okay, let me scooch things over. Can we get the lucky banner alone? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, these are separate. So the lucky banner by itself, yes. So the lucky banner is going to be separate from the truck insert. They're two different things. I think that was your question. Okay, I'm going to just be dissecting these, getting all the pieces apart. I just want to kind of get it in order first. L-U-C-K-Y. And then we'll get the top part. Okay, so let's put all of the white part. We might need a separate board for our truck insert, which is fine. Okay, so there's that. And then our L. And then let's take our little tiny shamrock. There's a little shamrock on each one, I think. And then that, and that, and that, and then that. Okay, and so we're just dissecting, taking all these and going and sorting. So first, I'm just going to sort everything so that we can do all of our colors and do it easily. Okay. And, this bottom row might be enough for the truck insert. I could probably do that. Okay, so if I just go L, and this is gold. Okay, that's gold. These are going to be green. That's green. That's green. All these little things. These are green. This is gold. Okay. And we have light green, white, dark green. Okay, dark green. And the shamrocks are dark green, and gold. Okay. All right. So we have everything separated there. And then we're going to let's take our truck. I think we have enough room for a truck because it looks like there's enough room. It really isn't going to take that much room down here. So let's just go ahead and do this. Wee bit of Irish. Isn't that funny that the dog just grabbed that W-E and was chewing on it? Didn't chew it to pieces yet though, which is great. So, okay, let me scooch up just a little bit more so that we're all in there. And then let me put myself in the corner if it will work. There we go. Hey guys. Okay, and then this is Lucky Charm. So I'm going to separate that and have these little tiny shamrocks and then Lucky Charm. And then this is separate. We have exactly enough room. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's just start at the top so that I am not dragging my sleeve through it. That makes sense. Hi Deb, how are you? We are doing some St. Patrick's Day stuff. So the top part is going to be Hauser light green. You can use any green that you want to. If you want to use sour apple, if that's, you can, but I kind of like to just use this. I'm going to just pour some on here. You actually only have to do the edges. So you don't have to do the center of it. If you want to save on paint, only the edges are going to show. So if you want to, you can just do the edges on here. I didn't think about that. I've already got that one started, but I think I might just try to save on some paint and leave the center part open as far as no paint. Okay, so Hauser light green. Let's just get all of this. How's everybody doing? How's your day going? It feels like a Monday, but yeah, it's Tuesday. This week is going to go by super fast, isn't it? I just know it. I just know before I know it, it's going to be time for me to leave, and I'm going to be going, I need an extra day. I always do that. I'm always like, I just need an extra day. Need an extra day to get stuff done, to just think. Yeah, and then I got to start on taxes when I get back. So that's my thing. When I get back, that's my punishment for leaving. Then I have to start on my taxes because it usually takes me a good month to get all my paperwork organized. Honestly, I feel like I'm the worst. Anybody else just dread tax season? Now, if you don't have a business, then you probably don't even care. But if you have a business and you're like me and you have multiple things going on, multiple businesses, it gets a little crazy. Okay, making sure everything is covered. Okay, that's our Hauser light green. What else needs to be Hauser light green? Let me take a look and see. This needs to be Hauser light green. This needs to be Hauser light green. These tiny little shamrocks are that color. Oh, these little shamrocks are that color too. The tiny ones. Okay, so the tiny shamrocks are Hauser light green. Okay, I have enough on my brush for that. Okay, so I'll have to put some more paint on there when I get to this part, but these little ones are that color. These little ones are that color. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Okay, now I need some paint for here and here. Okay, so like I said, there's very few colors on this. Makes it really easy. All right, so I think I confused a few people yesterday talking about the perks program for customers. So I just want to make sure that you understand. If you're a designer, you just stay right there. You don't have to go to the perks program. As a designer, you will always get a better price. You'll always get 40% off. And you do not have any quota to meet. It used to be we had to do 150 every quarter. Then they lowered it to 100 per quarter. They have completely removed that. There is no monthly or quarterly quota at all that you have to meet. If you're a designer, stay right there where you're at. You don't need to move. If you want to, you can, but there's no reason to go from having 40% off of your sale of your items down to 30% off. So I've had a couple of messages, more than one. So I just thought I'm kind of confusing people. So I just want to say it out so where everybody can hear it. So the perks program is going to start March 1st. Okay, so I did start a little kind of like a pre-enrollment so that I give you notice. As soon as it's available, I'll send you the link. So that's over in the VIP group, and I do have an incentive if you sign up with me. But what I just want to let you know, it's not wise to switch, because then you're getting only 40% off instead of the you don't want to just get 30% off. Sorry, you're getting 30% off instead of 40. I said that backwards. Okay, let me look at this and let me just see what else do I need to do this color. I think that's it. Okay, so these are all white. We'll do these all white. You're a nerd and you love tax time. That's so funny. Will you come and do mine? You paid for Club Couture for your mom for Christmas, so you need to find out what happened. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, we do need to find out about that, because I paid for John's subscription for a year ahead. So we do need to find out those things. So I'll I'll ask them in the I will ask them in the leadership group what happens in those situations, because yeah, those people that paid ahead, I paid for a whole year ahead for him, because I was like, well, it'd just be easier and I don't have to worry about it coming out every month. Okay, now there's a lump in here. I just have lumpy paint today, don't I? Okay, let me grab a paper towel. It's because my paint's opened a lot. I'm painting a lot, so air gets in there. Okay, there we go. And a lot of this paint is older. Like this paint was probably from, I don't know. They had it on sale, and it probably was like older paint. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Let's get this all covered with white paint, and white always needs at least 2 coats. Sometimes it'll need a 3rd coat, or just needs smoothed out. So we're gonna get this done. All right, this is gonna be really cute. I'm looking forward to having a little small section of St. Patrick's Day at my craft show, just tiny, because it will be the week before St. Patrick's Day when my first craft show is, and then my own craft show will actually be the following weekend. Let me look at it. I think it's actually on St. Patrick's Day. Oh no, it's the day before. So my craft show is the 15th and 16th of March. So my own craft show that I'm in charge of, we actually could have St. Patrick's Day up there. But people might think, oh, it's too late. But some people, they don't care. They buy, if they see something, they'll buy it and they'll save it for the next year, because sometimes it is hard to find stuff like that. You don't see a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff around, you know, so when you find it, you got to grab it, right? Right? I don't have very much. I have a very small amount of St. Patrick's Day decor. Okay, that's a lot of paint right there. I'm going to be using that. I grabbed up some of that. I'll use that for the second coat because that was way too much. All right. So, Carrie, I'll find out the answer to that. I have that question too. And I don't know if they have an answer because they will be changing the program. Nothing's gonna happen to it right now. Okay, so right away, nothing's gonna happen. But they said the end of the second quarter, which would be like the second quarter ends June. I think they said the end of the second quarter. Some things will start happening. They're gonna make some changes with the club program. They're gonna make it better, bigger and better. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to put the second coat right now. It's starting to already seep in. We're just going to go ahead and get our second coat going. This paint is not the best. It's got some lumps and bumps. I'm going to have to kind of sand that, it looks like, or at least pick out the bumps. The lumpy bumpies. Oh my goodness. Did your paint ever do that? Or are you guys just so good that you don't have old paint? I tell you, it is not a fun thing. I try not to throw things away, so I have paint that is probably 20 years old. I have colors that have been retired for eons. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're good. We're going to let that sit, let it dry. That's what you did. Let me. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Your grandfathered in the same benefits. Right. The benefits stay, but Sarah, the program's going to change because at some point they're not going to have club. They're going to have something else. So the benefits will be there for sure. Yeah, you'll get the benefits. But as far as the product, if you paid a year ahead and they change the program, what happens then? I don't know what's going to happen because it seems like they're going to have choices like a bigger monthly kit is what they're going to do. As a customer, can you stay the same getting transfers and pays? As a customer, you will have, yes, you will. You'll stay the same for now. And for the $20 a month, so you pay $20 to be in the Perks Club, and then you get $20 in product credit back. And then you... if you want to be in the club, you would pay that $20 also. Yes. But it's not $20 because if you're in the Perks program, then you get a discount on your club. So it's a little bit less. I'll figure it out for you guys. So if you're in the Perks program, you get a 30% discount on your club membership. Okay. So whatever that is, let me just roughly do that. So club right now is $21.99. So let me figure out just a rough estimate. Of the savings, $21.99 minus 30%. So it would be $15 instead of $21, which is a savings. That's a nice savings. We will take that, right? We will take any savings we can get. Okay, so this was Lighthouser green, was that green. This green that I grabbed is Holly green. I just wanted a nice dark green, a solid green. I had a couple other greens over there. I had a Christmas green. But I think the Holly green is like the best for a dark green. Okay, so I'm going to do all my dark green. So my letters, and then this shamrock is going to be that color because the background, this is gold. Okay, what else is gold? Let me look and see. That's actually it. So this is the only gold that's on there. And then there's red. Are these letters gold? You know, I'm going to do my letters gold. The letters are supposed to be white, but I think I'll do them gold. I think gold would be good. Right? So I know it's a little confusing. I am always here to give you guidance to help you figure out what will be best in your situation. Everybody's different. If you purchase a lot, or you purchase every couple of months, then you will want to do the perks program. However, you pay the $20 and then you get $20 in product credit. You have to use that within 30 days. But we are always having releases of new product. So here's the difference. Normally, I would have to wait 30 days to give you a discount on anything that just released. Okay, you know I love to give you discounts. No lie about that. I give you discounts when I can because I don't need to make 100% of the profit. Okay, so I give you guys discounts. Now, when we have launch day, customers that are in the perks program, they'll be able to get that discount right away. So you will be able to get 30% off right away. So that's one of the big differences. So, and you don't have to give your social security number. Sometimes people are on disability and they don't want to mess up their disability by getting a 1099. If you are a designer and you sell, or you receive a certain amount in commissions, you get a 1099. So that's a big plus for people that think about, oh, I don't want to hand out my social security number because what if I get a 1099 and I've been on disability? I don't want to mess that up. So I do have people that think about that. So anyways, just a few thoughts today for you guys, because I know I confused a few people. And honestly, in the beginning, it was confusing to me. I think everybody might admit that. And I was actually able to have conversations with corporate. They consulted with those people that have the highest sales in the company. And I was one of them that they consulted with and talked with beforehand, before it happened. So I had a heads up. I knew what was going to happen, and I still was confused. If you're a creator, then it's a no-brainer. Yeah, if you're a creator, then you definitely want to sign up for it, and you're going to use that $20 each month. Shipping is going to be weight-based because they can't give you a 30% discount and give you flat rate shipping. It's the company would just eat too much of that. So shipping always is an issue. I tell you guys that all the time. Shipping is a lot. We don't always charge enough for shipping. We usually end up having to pay out of pocket a little bit on almost every single order. We pay a tiny bit out of pocket. We try not to charge you guys more than we have to. And then we'll weigh it and we'll go, we didn't charge enough. Okay, so the red I'm using is primary red. Country red would work. Any of your reds will work. Okay, I'm going to use gold. I'm going to do gold on here. And then we're going to be done with our painting. I'll dry it and I'll see if I have to put another coat on the white. Probably not. It probably is going to look okay. So I need a little bit of gold. And this one's old too. So this gold is probably 10 years old. I don't use a lot of it. I don't. So let's see. Questions. Okay, so you sign up for perks. Are you able to purchase the monthly transfer? Yes. So if you sign up for perks, then you can purchase the monthly transfer. Yes, absolutely. Same with designers. Designers are no longer going to automatically get that monthly transfer. And this is where I need to have a meeting with my team because they're still confused. A lot of them, they just want to create. So they don't know that things have changed. And they don't know that there's no longer a monthly quota, even though it's been out there and I've said it. Sometimes people just don't, it doesn't register to them. So, okay, let me get this gold on here. Our little horseshoe is gold, and then the words are gold. Okay, so I'm doing the center too, just to kind of smooth it out. Okay, the lucky charm is gold. Just tap, tap, tap. There's got to be enough in this brush for this, right? Okay, all right. There we go. Okay, let's dry. Let's see if we got everything that we needed to do, and then we can assemble. I'm going to stand up to do this. What was the red color again? The red was primary red. but you can use country red. There's many red colors. Christmas red. Honestly, any red that you have is fine. I'm going to get my white paintbrush, and I need to just... There's just a little area that needed to be smoothed out. Okay, so let's get everything dry. And standing up always helps. Helps me to see the areas that I might have missed. Okay, so this is just really basic colors. If you want to speckle it, which we probably should speckle it, we will ink the edges, we'll speckle it. That will help a lot. There's another area. I'm like, oh, Deb, have a great day, my friend. Let me know how your appointment goes. If you're a club member, you don't need to do anything. You can stay right where you're at. You need to do absolutely nothing right now. Now, when they change the club program in about 4 or 5 months, I anticipate it's going to be about that long. Then I will let you know what you need to do. But for now, club members, you just stay exactly where you're at. You don't need to do a thing. But if you want to do the Perks program as well, then you'll get your discount, your 30% discount, and you'll get 30% discount off the club. So that's the only difference. It's up to you. If you're just happy where you're at, then you don't need to do anything. Hi, Laura. How are you? You're in a work meeting. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry you have to work today. I have to work too. The funny thing was that I had to work yesterday and didn't know it. Yeah, that was the funny thing, is that I just logged on. I'll log onto my email just to see if there's anything from a customer, and there was stuff from my boss, and he's like, "Can I please get these checks written today, because Sheila's not going to be in the office for the next couple of days, so we need to get this done today." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know they were working." Okay, let me just get the edges on these. Make sure I got a little bit on there. And it's a little damp. So that white is a little damp. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun again. It's because there were 2 coats. We'll just hit it one more time with the heat gun, and then I think it will be fine. And then we're just going to kind of assemble like we always do. And then we'll dry. Then we'll ink. We're drying right now. All right, so let me just assemble these guys. And we're just going to lay these on top where they go. And then that way... Oh, it's okay, Siri. I wasn't talking to you. All right, so we also want to make sure that we have the right little shamrocks with each one. Hopefully we have the right ones. Okay, this goes here, and that goes there. I don't know if they're exactly the same size. They might be. Okay, so there's our Lucky. That'll be easy. What we'll do is we will assemble this first, because we need to have it be dry for the to put together with the beads. Okay, so we'll assemble that first. We have this. This is really simple. So it's a really basic one. It doesn't have a lot of stuff with it. Okay. We should speckle. Okay, so let's get everything assembled, and then we can speckle black and white. Okay, Wee Bit Irish, and then Lucky Charm. Okay, so see how easy this is. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad I did the gold. The gold looks really cute on there. Okay, so then take all this off, and we'll move the board, and then we'll start inking the edges. Okay, move the board. All right, get the board out of the way. All right, hey Cindy, how are you? Good morning. Hi Karen West. Did I say hi already? Sorry if I did not. Okay, let's ink edges and let's glue, and then we will speckle. I wanted to do this first, so let me just do all the inking first. So I like to use this. It's currently out of stock. I went to order some more. It is currently out of stock, and I ordered the other color. There's another color called Rich Cocoa. It's just not as dark. It's not the dark that I like. Okay, I'm just going to do all the edges really quickly, go through, and then we'll set it to the side, and then I'll glue all of these guys, and then we'll do the truck next. So that's the truck insert. Some of you might have a truck insert from last year. I don't remember exactly when I started doing the truck, so you might have one from last year. It's possible. So make sure you check so you don't, but you can always use that on the round. There, we have the round surface too. Okay, so there's that and that. Okay, next. And our little tiny shamrocks, I don't want those to get lost. All right. So cute. I just love doing holiday decor. But I also like things like, I like everyday stuff. I like the spring stuff. I like the farm animals. Oh my gosh. I just don't have enough time in my day. Yesterday I had the best intentions of getting so much done. Guys, I feel like, and you know, I shouldn't say it's a wasted day. It was a day that I had to do so much research. Should I say research? Follow-up. So much follow-up with leads for Chloe that it just took up so much time in my day. There were so many lost dogs to follow up on. There were, like, found dogs, I should say. So many pictures, and getting in contact with every owner and having them send me more pictures. Can I see more pictures of the back of the dog? I just can't believe there are that many lost and found white fluffy dogs out there. But honestly, guys, there's a bazillion of them, and it's so sad. I feel so bad for people when they lose their pets, but there's a lot. There is just a lot of white fluffy dogs in this world. So, and they seem to get lost a lot. And I'm really lucky that I have so many people looking out for her. Honestly, I really am. And I have people that, I had one guy that said, I'll add $1,000 to your reward. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I researched it. He's the guy that was out there when we were out there, and he had his little flying machine. He had those little flying machines that they fly around in. I don't know what they're called. It just reminds me of some guy in the 1800s with his flying machine. And he was flying around the dunes, and he was looking for Chloe for us then. But he's going to add $1,000 to our reward, which is amazing. People are good. You know, people really are good. They just have good intentions. And then you have your scammers that you have to weed through. That, you know, I have your dog. My neighbor has your dog. My boyfriend has your dog. You know, just, and I'm like, okay, I need a video. I need a picture. And they're not able to provide that. Oh, I need it. And then they're always, oh, I need to send you the 6-digit code. I'm like, I know your scam. Don't even try it with me. I wasn't born yesterday. I might have been born the day before that, but not yesterday. Pictures photoshopped. Yes, absolutely. So photoshopped, and they use AI, all of that. And I'm smart enough to know those things. I use I do creative stuff all the time with pictures, so I can tell if they're photoshopped. Absolutely. I would insist on a video or FaceTime. Okay, FaceTime me. If you have my dog, FaceTime me. Right? If you can't FaceTime me, then that means you probably don't have my dog, because I would FaceTime somebody. If I found their dog, I would say, hey, is this your dog? Let me FaceTime you so you can make sure that you identify it. Wouldn't you do that? I would do that. Okay. Let me go ahead and start assembling. Look at how cute this is. This is so stinking cute, guys. I love this. Okay, so you're gonna put glue on here. Pretty soon I'm gonna need a new bottle. And then make sure it's centered, and that all the holes are where they're supposed to be. Okay. And then I'm going to put just a dab of glue up here, because that's where the little shamrock's going to go, right in there. So I want to make sure that I have a little bit of glue in there as my nose tickles. Why does that happen at the worst time, guys? Have you ever been up in public and giving a speech or something, and your nose just won't stop tickling? And you're like, I don't know, is that like a nervous thing? Something like that, right? Something like that. I'm not sure, but mine does that quite often. Okay, there's our gold little horseshoe for good luck. And the horseshoe is always up like that for good luck. It gathers the luck. So if it's down, the luck will fall out, right? It's only down if it's on an animal. If you put it on your little cow or pig or whatever, then it would be down. Okay, so then a little bit of glue right there for that shamrock. Okay, and we will get those shamrocks on there pretty quickly so that glue doesn't dry in there. Okay, and I might want to take a little bit of that glue out. There's actually a lot of glue there. Okay, okay, right in there. You know what? That's way too much, Charlene. That's way too much glue. Let me spread it out a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to make sure everything is centered because it might have moved. You know how that goes. And maybe they can scan the dot. Yes. So, yes, but a scammer is not going to do that. So, if they take it and get it scanned, then the person that scans the dog is usually the one that contacts you, because they are not allowed to give out all that information. They're not supposed to. Like vet's office, if they scanned it at the vet, then the vet would have the chip company contact you. So they couldn't give the information to the person that found the dog, but they could have the chip company contact you and say, so-and-so has your dog. Yeah, it's kind of interesting the way that the rules are on that, because I didn't know that. I didn't know, but if you have a friend that has a scanner, that's different. There are a lot of people in our area here that personally have those scanners because they have rescues in their home, or they just have, you can actually get one. You can actually buy them. If you are somebody who frequently helps with rescuing, you probably want to have one. Okay, I'm going to make sure that is not moving in the wrong place. Look how cute this is. This is super cute. These just fit right in there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to move this up and let that dry just a little bit while we do the truck part. Okay, so I have the truck. There's not a lot to do on here. There's not a lot. So there's only a little bit inking and gluing it together. Yeah, I'm pretty smart about those things, but you know, my husband fell for the 6-digit code thing. We did find out that it's probably not a big deal. They actually use those phone numbers. Like when they just called me this morning, they sent me messages this morning, several people. I have your dog, you know. They're using someone else's phone number that they have created a Google phone number with. So say they get that 6-digit code, then they're able to enter that and create an account with your phone number. And so when they call, then it's coming from that phone number, and it's kind of like an in-between number. So they're hijacking that phone number, and it usually only happens temporarily because then they move on to the next number. They don't use it very, very often because it can be tracked. So when they do that to your number and they get that 6-digit code, it usually is only for a short time. And we found out it's not anything like them trying to clone or use your bank account. It has nothing to do with that. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, I am going to ink around the edges of the heart. We are going to speckle with black and white. Okay, let me ink these edges. Okay, and then let me ink these. I'm not going to ink the words. We don't usually ink words. Only if they're big letters like those up there. Okay. And then we'll glue all this together, and then we can speckle black and white. And then we'll be done. Oh, no. Then we assemble that. Then we use the beads. I know. Isn't it cute? Oh, yeah. I bet you do. Are you just a wee bit Irish? That's so funny. Okay. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Some glue. I love this. This is so much fun. So much fun. And there's our cute little heart. Just goes right in there. Okay. And then, you know what, I'm going to get a Q-tip because these letters are kind of small and I'm going to be making a mess with it. So let me just pour some glue into this little tray right here. I'm going to grab a Q-tip to use. Those pointy Q-tips are great for that. The little makeup Q-tips, you can get them at your CVS pharmacy. You can get them online. And the little pointy Q-tips are great. Yeah, Cheryl, we were worried that it was like steal your identity, but it's not. It's like a temporary type thing. There's a way to change it to make sure that you ensure that you get it back. I just haven't gone through all the steps yet. Once I found out that it wasn't like they could open a credit card or something like that, then I wasn't as worried. I knew that it wasn't as big of a deal as I initially thought it was. Yeah. But when it first happened, you know, my husband was out in the desert and he's like, "Oh, you have my dog? Yes, I'll give you anything you want." You know, he's gonna tell them and do whatever. If they needed $1,000, he would have just paid $1,000 because, you know, yeah, I need to pay you for your trouble. No, no, that's not the way it works. You get the dog first and then you get the reward, right? Because that's what every scam starts out. "Oh, I have your dog. I'll meet you here. I'll meet you there." And then you're like, great. Can you send me a picture? And they send you a picture and it's one of your own pictures. And you're like, no, can you send me a picture that you took, not one that I took? Because that doesn't work. So I missed the bottom of this. Let me just get right down there. I'm just going to scooch that up. There we go. All right. So anyways, yeah, I'm learning a lot. It's not a fun process to have to learn all this stuff. It is not good. Okay, so take your little Q-tip and just dab some glue here and there. You don't have to have it covered with glue. Okay, so just put some in strategic areas, and then you can just press it down. What are you guys doing today? Who is working today, and who is just having a fun day? Because I wish I was. I wish I didn't have to work. I've got to get a lot of stuff done. I actually have to get my month-end billing done before I go on my little vacay, which, you know, it's always, you guys, I never want to actually leave. I'm always excited that, I'm going to go somewhere. And then it comes time and I'm like, I can't go. I have way too much to do. That is why I end up postponing my trips to my cabin, because those are not necessities unless it was like something really big deal that I needed to go into. But I'll postpone it because I'm like, I can't go yet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wee bit Irish. I might have a little bit of Irish in me. I might. I actually have Scottish and Danish and I'm English, and I think there's some Irish in me also, but not a lot. It's mainly I have a lot of my family history from my adopted family that is from Norway, Wales, Denmark, England, those areas. There wasn't so much from Scotland. It was kind of interesting that it wasn't as much from there. But okay. All right, I think we're probably almost there. Just a little bit, a little dab will do ya. Okay, and then we're going to make sure everything is lined up. Scooch that up and that up. It looks good. Looks really cute, guys. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to get my paper towels up here, and we're going to speckle black and white. Oh, you get a package today from me. Yay. Yay, I'm glad. And you get one too. And you get one, and you get one. There were probably, I don't know, maybe 120 packages that went out in the last couple of days, on Friday and Saturday, at least 120. I mean, we generally do 100 packages per day, but Tara wasn't here on Saturday. It was just me. There were so many. I shared the picture. And it was a little crazy at my house. My poor postman. It's just, I really value my postal workers because they really do work their butt off. It's some of the in-between stuff. I get frustrated when my packages get lost, delayed, that type of thing. But my people that come and get my packages from my house are amazing, and I love them, and they are just the best. Okay, let's lay this out here. We're going to speckle with black and white. It doesn't matter the order that this is in right now. We can just put it however, and speckle with black and white, white and black. Let me get a brand new palette dish. And then I need to get black. I have white right here. Let me grab black. And I have my toothbrushes. Hubby's family is Irish, being a Campbell. Oh, yeah. You would think you're from Scotland. That's funny. That is so funny. Yep. You just never know, huh? Okay, I'm going to move that so I can have this right here. That's kind of funny. I've always wanted to go over there. I love seeing all the castles and everything. I'm like, oh, I gotta go one of these days. One of these days, Darlene is gonna make her way over there. Come on. Maybe they would do an incentive trip that was something like that instead of what we're getting. They haven't announced the next incentive trip, but I'm eager to see what it is. I'm hoping they announce it. Sometimes they'll announce it at our incentive trip. They'll go, okay, and here's the next one, because we're already earning for it. So if you're a designer, just know that right now, January and now February, you are already earning for the next incentive trip. They just haven't announced it yet. So can't really tell you why they haven't announced it, because I don't know the honest truth, but they just haven't done it yet. Okay, let's do the white first. Okay, water, paper towel, paint, paper towel, water, paper towel, dab, 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 and then you're going to pull your finger backwards on the bristles and point downward, okay? And it's just going to give it little teeny tiny speckles of white, okay? And then we're going to do little tiny speckles of black, okay? So as much or as little as you think that you want, and then we can go back over it. We can always add more. All right. Okay. That looks good. All right. Gonna wipe my finger off. Okay. Oh, you're working today, April. All right. Oh, I have more messages. Of course. Of course. Another one. My neighbor has your dog. All right. Well, and what do you do about that? It's like, okay, send me a video. Oh, I can't because it's at my neighbor's yard. Okay. Send me the address. Well, I can't because you owe me money. And that's when it just immediately. Okay, so water, paper towel, paint, paper towel, water, paper towel, dab, 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 and then pull your finger back and make sure that they're just tiny little dots. You don't want it to be huge. I deal with that all day long. You wouldn't think there'd be so many scammers, but I mean, now that we have a $5,000 reward on there for Miss Chloe, yeah, there's more and more scammers. And I think that it is automatic with some of them. They have bots that send out the messages, because one thing I had posted it, and immediately within seconds I had a message. And you know that they have bots that are just watching for the words lost dog. And then those bots immediately send out the messages and start getting your information. Okay, I'm wiping my fingers with a paper towel, and then I wiped it with a Clorox wipe to get all of that paint off. And then look at how cute this is looking. A post office is really bad about tracking information. You shipped on the 13th. Oh no! Oh no, that's terrible. You know, it is hard sometimes. Sometimes it can be frustrating. My people right here are really good to pick up. It's all the in-between stuff. It's the in-between stuff that just drives me cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? Okay, so let me just move my paint for a moment. Let's get this dry really quick. And then we can string our banner together. We can put our little thing onto our truck. We can take off our Valentine's Day one and have it on the back side of it. You're at your cabin crafting today. Oh, how fun! Yesterday was your Easter celebration. Oh, how fun is that? Oh my gosh, you are such a lucky duck. I wish I was at my cabin crafting. Yep. I'm really thinking I'm going to turn my upstairs into an art studio, because nobody goes up there to spend time anymore. So if they do go, then they can just stay downstairs. But I'm really thinking of just converting it into a full art studio. And what do you tell them when you know they only want money? Well, first I have to play along and see if they really do have her, and if they can send me a video and a picture. That's what I have to do first, because what if it is? You can't take the chances, right? I won't take a chance. And then what I ask for a video or to FaceTime with them, then that usually stops them in their tracks, because they don't actually have the dog. If they have the dog, they'd say, sure, hang on a second, let me grab her, and I will FaceTime with you to make sure it's your dog, because I don't know it's my dog. Okay, Lucky. Okay, Lucky. All right, and then we have our truck. Maybe we should just put our truck stuff on first. Let's do our truck first. Okay, here's the Valentine's truck. So, scooch that over. Here's the Valentine's truck. So this just pulls off. These are all Velcro. And then I'll save these for next year. Isn't that cute? Okay, so that gets saved for next year. I just put it in my stack of inserts that I have. I need like a little box. And then you're going to take your little Velcro things that come with it. Don't mind the center one. We don't use the center one anymore. Peel this apart. Okay. Okay, these are prickly. Prickly goes with the furry. Okay. If you try to put the prickly on there, it won't. Okay, so you got to marry it up with the furry part. And then marry it up with the furry part. Just peel this off so now you've got like little sticky sticking up. So you just press it down onto that and peel it. This is just so that you can do your placement. And then these extra pieces just go in the trash. You're not going to use that. Then you're going to take your license plate. You're going to press that down onto where it goes. You're going to take the tailgate. You're going to press that down onto where it goes. Okay. And you're going to slide this into the little slot right here. And there you go. There's your little truck. Just like that. You're going to play bingo tonight. How fun is that? I have not played bingo at a place. I've only played bingo like at maybe a game, at like a baby shower or something like that, or at like a weekend getaway. We played it for Walk of Love. Okay, so those just pull off. So now the Velcro's on the back of that. That's how you get it lined up. All right, so that's done. Let me just set that right there. Let's do our garland. So we need to string this together, and we need to put beads in between. Okay, so I'm going to actually make a little shoelace end, because I did notice that part of my beads, one of my beads has a smaller end. So I want to make sure that I can get it on there. So let me just go into my thing. There we go. All right. So I'm going to make a shoelace end. I'm going to take a piece of blue painter's tape, or you take a piece of regular tape, and I'm going to fold that around my little piece of my jute. Okay. So I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll that end and make like a little shoelace end. Okay. You only have to do a little bit, and then pull that off, so that there's that. All your extra little pieces of blue tape, throw them in the trash. They're sticking to my fingers. Okay, so just wrap that around, or peel that off now, the end of that. Okay, so there's your little shoelace end. And you can take the scissors. So see how I just made an end? That will go through the bead really easily. Okay, so I don't always do that, but I did notice that some of the beads were smaller. Okay, you're gonna do this to the end. You're going to go like this, make a loop, and then you're gonna take that loop and make a little thing like that. So there's your thing to hang it. Okay, we're gonna put beads in between. So there's gonna be 3 beads in between and 3 on the end. What color and pattern on the truck? Buffalo. Oh yeah. So the truck was this truck was black. And then I did buffalo plaid with the shimmer shadow. Yeah. So that shimmer shadow on there. I did that a long time ago. Such a long time ago. Okay, you have a good eye. Okay, let me get the beads. Finding my beads in my little tray right here. They're hiding underneath everything. There's my gold. Okay. And I want to do it without dumping them. Okay, so I have my gold and my green. Okay, so let me just put them here. There's my gold. Here's my green. I don't want them running away, because you know how I am. Okay, so we'll just start threading them on. So you need to put beads first, okay? So beads go first before any of these, okay? So, and we're not doing ribbon in between because Darlene doesn't have ribbon that matches. So I'm just going to thread through these beads. These are the beads that we painted. If you weren't here, go back and watch. We used a little baggie and we painted our beads to match. Okay, so there I have a green, a gold, and a green. And I want to be able to thread this through on the end so that that doesn't show. And we just have that little, the little loop on the end to hang it with. Okay, perfect, perfect. And then we can just do our letters, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. Until you go down and then up, okay? And just pull that tight. And then you're gonna do the same. You're gonna do a green and a gold and a green, okay? So beads, green, gold, green, okay? And then we're gonna do our, and then just pull that. And then you're gonna do the same thing. And you're gonna go, oops, wrong one. Do you know how to spell, Darlene? Down and then up. Oh my goodness. Okay, pull that tight. Okay, and then beads, green. Super easy, guys. Super duper easy. It's actually a lot easier than doing ribbon, and it'll lay flatter. So totally up to you. If you want, if you have ribbon that works, you could put ribbon in here with the beads. You could save the beads for something else. But the jute and the beads are going to come with this little garland kit. Okay, there's that, and then green and gold and green. So what I do is I just count how many spaces do I need the beads. So I'll go, okay, on the ends, and then in between, I just figure out how many. And I usually will always do like three beads in between because it's an even number, down and up. I love that you interchangeable. Yes, you're going to paint the second side. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect, yeah. Absolutely. You may do the buffalo plaid. Yes. Yeah, I love the buffalo plaid with the shimmer on there. It's just kind of subtle. You can't really see it until you're right up close with it. And then you can tell. Okay, and there's my green. I love that this matches the green because you can't always find beads that match your little garland or whatever you're making. Whatever decor you're making. Okay, I think I just barely, I'm going to give you guys extra jute. Okay, and then we're going to kind of lay this out and make sure that it lays flat, and then we'll tie the end. So green, gold, green. Perfect. Perfect. We have the perfect amount left. And let me just move all of this paint out of the way. Okay, and then let's just kind of lay this so that it would lay flat. So you don't want it to be too tight. You want these beads to be able to lay in between. You know what I mean? And then this goes to the end. And then you're just going to tie your little loop at the end. Okay, and try to thread that piece through. Okay, so I'm just tying my little loop there. And then I have the tail. The tail's going to go through. Hopefully I can get it through these couple of beads. And then I'll just cut it. Okay, there's one. I'll try to get through all three of those. And then we're done with it. Yay! Isn't that cute? This one's super easy. It did not take long at all. It's just kind of fun. Okay, gonna only cut the tail, so the tail's gone. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, I'm gonna turn you around. Turn this around. I'm gonna put you up to myself so I can show you. This whole thing is so cute. Yeah. All right, guys, look how cute that is. That's gonna be really cute on the wall. And yeah. So, and then what you'll do is you'll just kind of, when you get it up on the wall, just kind of move it so that so all these are evenly spaced. Okay. So they're fine when they're laying down, but then sometimes when you hold it up, you just need to move the beads. But I can't do it with it in my hands too. Okay. Let me just lay this right here. And let me bring back the truck. The truck is super cute. Look at that truck. There's that side. If you love it, give me some hearts. I would love some hearts from you guys. So that's that side. Let me just go in closer. So you you can see the truck. Wee Bit Irish, Lucky Charm. This is the Easter side. I love the Easter side. So I can have this here on my desk, and I can see the one side. Yeah. All right. Isn't that fun? I think that's really fun. So 2 projects didn't take that much time. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. This was a lot of fun. Tomorrow I'll have another fun project for you. I just kind of try to go back and forth between Chalkator and cutouts, kind of back and forth, and use my Chalkator transfers on some of my cutouts. Yeah, that's always a fun thing to do too. So, hope you have a wonderful day. If you have questions about anything, just send me a message. I will try to get right back with you. I can't promise that. You guys know that. And thank you so much for giving me grace because I have a hard time sometimes. You know, I have a lot on my plate. I try to do it all, and sometimes I just fail. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I accept that sometimes I fail, but I do try my hardest to always get right back with you. All right. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.